Hi, my name is MItra. I'm a servant. I serve through teaching, coaching, consulting, or any other way that I can find to share what I know with those who want to know. And this Lights On podcast is one of those ways. It was created with consciousness and mindful living in heart. So join us as we travel through many roads of learning and transformation together. And if you enjoy our podcast, please give us feedback by rating us 5-star and share us with others if you think they may benefit from it. On behalf of my team, I thank you for your presence. This episode is about different kinds of meditation. I know that in the recent decades where meditation became a thing in the Western world, there are literally thousands of different kinds of meditation. And it is true, there are so many different kinds, and new kinds are being born every day. However, fundamentally, there are really 5 general kinds of meditation. And in this group, and I've mentioned this group before, that I am meeting with a group of people every week. We have a program that we go very deep with all aspects of a mindful attentionist life. And we did a very interesting guided meditation together, and we really went through all different kinds of meditation. And I was answering the question of what kind of meditation did we just go through? And the answer was many kinds, but I also wanted to unfold this mystery of meditation and different kinds of meditation so that you can pick and choose the one that is appropriate and suitable and helpful for you. I hope that you enjoy it. Let's take a listen together. As you know, there are thousands of different kinds of meditation in the world, but they go under 5 general categories. And I just remembered it as I was practicing along with you. The first one is concentration. Basically, any focused meditation goes under that category. When you have a mantra, or when people focus on a candle or a butterfly, whatever it is, focusing on anything goes under a category of concentration when we are meditating. The second kind of meditation, which is the actual origin of meditation, is contemplation. So that's where whole practice of meditation thousands of years ago, and not just in where we think it came from. In all old cultures, they had contemplation practices. We see it in the East, we see it in the West, that the philosophers and poets that were actually, all the poets were those days philosophers. They were the one that would go into contemplation. Basically, contemplation means that I am open to knowing. That's what contemplation is. Whereas concentration is very, very focused. I want to have a place to go. I want to only listen to this music. I want to only focus on one word. I want to say love, 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 love. But contemplation says, let me know what I can know. It's a very open invitation, a silence that we create, a pause that we create, and all enlightened people in history had that practice. They probably didn't have a name for it, but the contemplation. They would go into nature, they would go into gardens, they would sit in their rooms, and they would allow the knowing to come to them. So that's the second part and the second kind of practice, contemplation. So concentration, contemplation. The third one is visualization. Whenever we give a picture to our meditation, then we go to visualization. People like to go by the water. People say, I imagined I'm this and that. And we will have a lot of those practices because imagination I have a special name for it, knowing imagination, because when you worry, you're also imagining, right? I'm sitting here thinking, oh, this could go wrong. It hasn't gone wrong, but I'm giving it picture, I'm giving it information, I'm giving it life. So before you know it, I'm feeling that's where anxiety comes from. That's why anxiety always needs a future. Because I sit here and I think, oh my God, tonight or this afternoon or tomorrow, such and such may happen. And then I give it a picture. I can see myself miserable. I can see myself not able to do it. I can see myself as a victim, whatever it is. And now I feel anxious. So visualization, except that visualization, anxiety is unknowingly visualizing something very negative. It could have the reason. I mean, I'm not arguing why we do it, but that's what it is. So we went from concentration to contemplation to visualization. And under these categories, there are all kinds of meditation. The fourth one is cultivation. When we actually want to go to a place, for instance, when we actually want to intentionally cultivate a state of being, right? We say, let's do, what is the most common one? Compassion. We want to cultivate a sense of compassion. That's the fourth one. And there are all kinds, loving kindness, compassion, this and that, but those are the states of being. It may have other aspects to it. We may have to visualize to go there, but the real purpose outcome is we're looking for basically a state of being. I want to connect to the compassionate me or calm me. The fifth one is what I call observation. They call mindfulness. Basically, it means that I'm seeing what is there. There is no intention on anything. I don't want to be kind. I don't want to slow down. There's no intention. I just want to see what is there. I'm merely an observer of what's going on. So that's the observation kind. And these 5 kinds, whatever you find, this was, of course, my own conclusion, but whatever you find will go under one of these categories. And I would love to hear if you find anything else, see if we can find it under these 5 categories. And the 5th one is observation or mindfulness. So they all have different names, depending on which culture you come from or which culture you're studying. But really, these are the 5 kinds of meditation.
Hope this episode answered the question or two for you or provoked and inspired questions in you. I'm so grateful you showed up and listened up. Until the next time, be well and stay curious.